All right. I am going to try something new. There's a lot of stuff I'm not able to do in order to use the camera that I have there to point it at my computer screen so that you guys can see what I'm looking at. I won't be able to see any of the comments on the side. So I'm going to, now that's a live video, I'm going to try actually watching it on my telephone. That way I can reply to any comments and things of that nature. Um, that will also allow me to use the camera to actually show you what I'm talking about instead of just talking about it. Posting links doesn't really appear to work so well because most people aren't going to watch them. They have a passing interest unless they're bullies or trolls, and then, well, they go through and they'll ignore literally everything that they can ignore until they find something that they can try to manipulate and use as an excuse to be harmful. So we'll see what ends up happening here. Let's see, your channel. Natalie Bollinger, Her Lies, and the So-Called Media. This is going to take a while. I mean, we're talking about probably easily 10 to 15 hours worth of videos of scrolling through messages between myself and Natalie well, we're going to start off with Natalie's last public post. Now, through this series, you're going to get to see where it is that Natalie lied. You're going to get to see where her sister lied. You're going to get to see that the situation that they painted was not the truth. And you're going to get to see all of the dirty little tricks that her and her friends and family, as well as law enforcement, did to try to hide the truth. See, the cop's whole frame of mind is, well, if I arrest him and charge him with false charges, I don't have to look at it. I've had a lot of false charges brought against me, and I have literally never been allowed to defend myself. I've also never had a decent public pretender. They don't give a fuck. They get paid no matter whether your life is ruined because they didn't do their fucking job or not. You're going to get to become familiar with all of the things that Scott Costa has been involved in. I will be posting links the best I can. You'll get to see Scott Costa. You'll get to see the situation with Leslie Snell. You'll get to see the situations with multiple deputies here, how they all kept on changing the rules. Well, you have to call these people. You got to call those people. No matter who I called, it was nobody's job. So it's apparently only against the law if it's somebody else. If it's me, it's magically fine to commit felonies against me. It is magically fine to slander my name, resulting in multiple assaults, multiple incarcerations. It's magically fine, right? Because I am a male, because I am white, because I am short, because I am not good looking, because I am not rich. And you'll get to see how each one of those things is true. You'll get to see how they actually affected me. I'll also be posting links to other victims, primarily victims of my exact same predators. We're not talking about a type of predators, we're talking about specifically by name. Names like Waylon Lolatai. That's right, that's an important one. Now, there was a lot of people that Waylon Lolatai was involved in assaulting. He was even involved in the situation with Zaid Atkinson. But people really only cared about, well, you might think the white victims, but no. No, they don't. See, Boulder wants to be known as progressive. They're really not. But in order to be known as progressive, they have to, well, they have to cater to certain people. Now, that situation with Zaid Atkinson, although Boulder is trying to present a face of not being racist, why is it that in that particular situation with Zaid Atkinson that they were willing to go along with the racist narrative, And they were even willing to sacrifice one of their own officers to fit that. Well, the reason is because they assumed Zaid Atkinson was homeless. And they did terrible things to him because they thought he was homeless. But compared with an actual homeless person, man, he was spoiled as shit. If he'd have been an actual homeless person, he'd have gotten creamed. He would have gotten physically assaulted like I was. He would have gotten physically assaulted like Sammy Leon Lawrence IV was. He would have been physically assaulted like Michelle Rodriguez was. He would have been physically assaulted like Kelly Clark was. But he wasn't. He got off scot-free. He got off lucky by comparison. And that doesn't make him a bad person. Michaela Smalltown Babe typed, "Hi, friend." Hello, Michaela. It's good to have you back. And by the way, thank you for talking with me last night. It's nice to make new friends, isn't it? I suppose I should start by clicking on this. I should turn my volume all the way down so that it doesn't echo, of course. I'm typing long day. There we go. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to make it big. If my camera doesn't zoom in for whatever reason and it won't read what's on there for whatever reason, I'll be able to see it because I got it on my telephone. Looks like there's a slight delay. That's actually a really cool effect. Wow. Well, now I know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Let's see. Michaela typed, "I'm listening to what you have to say." Well, thank you, ma'am. I suppose we ought to get started, and I'll use this for my guide so that I can see what exactly is going on. We will go to Natalie Marie's Facebook. This is where we're going to start. Now, a lot of people just assumed that what she said was true. Some of it is true, sort of. Now, I'm going to pause while we're reading this. Doesn't look like that's working too good. Let's see if I can adjust my tripod a bit. Make this thing a little bit taller. Oh, that's not working out too good, is it? On the bright side, at least I'm making an effort, right? Oh. Let's see. A little higher up. That's not working either. Whole container of paper clips. We'll put that underneath. All right. I'm not sure if you can read that. All right, I just messed this up on my phone now. Michaela typed, "You are on my TV." Well, very cool, I think. All right, let's get this working somehow. Maybe it needs a couple extra inches, right? I'm sorry that it's taken so long to set this up the first time, but hopefully, as time progresses, we'll get the hang of it. Once we have it all set up, I'm going to another room to set it all up, by the way. Let me see, how do I make this? There's the full screen button. All right, it doesn't look like it's quite zoomed in, so we'll try it a little bit more. Maybe if we shake it. It doesn't appear to be. All right. I suppose I should probably adjust the video quality. It doesn't appear to be working too good. It'd be nice if I was real experienced at all this editing stuff. I'm real experienced with the video equipment. Make all of this a whole lot easier. And I believe maybe if I all right. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm making my best effort at it, but it's not working. I suppose I can read this to you and then I'll take a screenshot. Actually, I'm gonna end this video and see what the hell's going on. This needs to work. Now it's crooked. Oh, there it is. I'm not sure if it's the video quality or what. I'm gonna try to readjust it so that it'll do it right. It looks like it's maybe if I don't make it a live stream, maybe if I record it first and then download it, perhaps that'll work better. I'm sorry about the inconvenience. Fuck, I'm trying, you know. Unfortunately, if I do it that way and record it that way, I won't be able to see it on my phone, but on the bright side, at least I'll be able to show the truth. And that's just a little bit more important than audience interaction. Obviously, this thing is having difficulties.